Uh-huh. Can you hear us?
I'm sorry, but we don't understand. We...
Quaslan. Zaladar?
Punara Yuganza. Zawayetu Kwanlar. Zanju. Domyan Kesnai. Zanladar?
You speak their tongue?
A bit. I've never used it in an actual conversation, though. I still can't believe this is happening. We're talking to a living shaper.
So, what did he say?
I don't think he was talking to us. He's not even entirely aware of our presence. I think he's gone completely insane.
Interesting.
Well, he doesn't seem a threat. I suggest we keep on exploring first and maybe come back to him later. There's not much we can do for him now.
Feels strange to do that, but I guess you're right. We need to find that nexus first. Lead the way, Tahar.
Undead. Lots of them. How did they get here?
They could be shapers, couldn't they?
Another ghost.
Fair
Walking
enough.
corpses.
Let's do this.
Take them down.
You asked for this.
Niehoff's hammer. Isn't this incredible? The buildings are almost still intact.
Hard to believe nobody ever found this place before. Right in the middle of Iskander.
All
More
right,
of them.
here goes nothing.
This place is a bloody graveyard.
Focus area. Focus.
You'll regret this.
Ah, yeah. Do you see that overgrown building? That's the Nexus. Niehoff's hammer. It looks just like on the stone carvings.
Seems to be protected by some kind of barrier, though. How do we get past?
Excellent question. I doubt we can banish that barrier by force. Maybe... yeah. The ghost. He might know something.
Worth a try, I suppose. Let's head back.
Sounds like a plan.
Punara Yuganza, Zawayetu Kwanlar. Zanzuvu Mijar, Zanladar, Zanzuvu Mijar.
Well then, Iskrim, can you ask him about the barrier?
Yes. Vorzan Devlar. Zawa Yetu Zvan Yaras?
What?
Van Drax. Verzan Devlar.
Punara Yuganza, Zawayetu Kanlar. Zanzvu Namyan Kesnai, Devlar.
Oh, I see.
So?
It's complicated, but I think I understand now. He's part of a defense mechanism, so to speak. His soul is bound to the city in order to protect it. I think he wants to be freed.
And if we free him, will that banish the barrier?
Well, the problem is he's not alone. There are still 3 more of his kind here in Mullendir, and unless we free them all, it won't get us any closer to the Nexus.
Then we need to find them all. How do we free them?
Well, that's the thing. I might have misunderstood, but I think we need to fight and, well, kill him. It's the only way. Blazes, this is so ironic. Here we are, the first sentient beings to walk this city in millennia, and now...
Well, if we want to enter the Nexus, I doubt we have a choice. Also, they don't exactly seem too happy here. I know I wouldn't if I'd been roaming a deserted city as living dead for millennia.
I know. It's what they want.
I'm sorry.
Salam Kar!
Is this really necessary? What the? Something revived him.
The Godstone. Imprint our rune on the Godstone. That might sever the connection.
go. Sure.
Well,
Walking
keep you
corpses.
shielded.
Take them down.
Is this really necessary?
Blasted armor.
They will fall. Yes?
Focus area. Focus. For this.
Understood.
Let me see.
On his forehead.
Get ready!
Strange creatures, but made of flesh. God King will want. God King needs flesh.
All right, here goes nothing.
Let's see.
Will do.
That way?
You read my mind.
No, 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 stop!
What is the meaning of this? Why you killing God King Scions? You. Ugh. You smell unclean. Filthy. Strange creatures you are. Where come from? Who are?
Do you live down here?
Down here? God King does not understand. There is only here. Here and the dark beyond.
Wait a moment. You and your people, you've always been living in these tunnels?
Of course! Where else would God King's people live? Dark beyond is death.
Huh. His ancestors must have found a secret entrance into these caves centuries ago. That's the only logical explanation.
The Dark Beyond?
Yes! Big city. Dark and cold. City of all gods. Evil place. Deadly place. God King protects Scions from evil in Dark Beyond.
All right, time to tell us what in the blazes happened here. Why are there goblin corpses everywhere?
God King will explain. God King will explain everything. God King is good person, protects people from the great evil in Dark Beyond. But to protect, God King needs power. And for power, needs Scion flesh. Flesh is power. Raw and strong.
Wait a moment. Did you just say that you eat your own people?
To protect! To protect from Dark Beyond! God King has to. If not, he will lose power.
So, what do you protect your people from? Monsters?
From horror, from pain! But strange flesh people would not understand. Strange flesh people have not seen it.
Seen what?
Horrors! Unspeakable evil! Mist and fangs and darkness bred from Lost City. 14th day, it comes and takes Scions, children, men, women, eats them, slaughters them. And only power can drive it back. And for power, God King needs flesh. Sad, sad cycle of pain.
Maybe he's talking about a spectral abomination, a kind of ghost. I've read about these in some writings on Shape of Ruins.
Or maybe he's just plain bonkers. I guess we won't be around long enough to find out.
What's a bonkers? God King does not like to be talked about like that.
What is this power you were talking about?
Magic! Old magic. Learned from great-great-great-grandfather. Old God King. But to use, God King needs flesh. Fresh flesh of Scion on 13th day.
He might be talking about a primitive form of necromancy.
And it requires him to eat his people to use it.
Who knows? We all know how fond these priests of Nor are of their shady rituals.
Whatever, I'm more interested in this Dark Beyond.
God King does not like, but God King understands. Yes, he will help, but you will help God King first.
What do you want?
It's simple. Group of treacherous Scions tried to steal my throne.
Then we need to take care of them.
Interesting that they speak our tongue, though. At one point or another, they must have had contact with the outside world.
Huh.
You from Dark Beyond? From the door?
got it.
Am I the only one who just saw that?
I'm afraid not. Must have been another goblin.
Yeah, and a pretty damn big one. I'll take a look.
Looks pretty narrow. I don't think we'll fit through there. Though maybe... Wait, do you hear that? Grunting. Maybe the goblin built a workshop behind that wall.
Maybe we could lure it out by throwing some meat at it? Macabre, I know, but if it gets the job done...
Huh?
Good. We best get some cover now. Let's see if this works.
Yes?
Ugly bad meat. Bad meat.
Huh?
Danger up ahead.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell fresh meat. Eat you! I will eat you!
It's over.
Cry right. God King too strong. God King too cruel.
Eat up, mother!
Intriguing.
Let me see.
I think that was it. The rebels are dead.
They didn't look much like rebels to me. They were terrified.
I agree, but they didn't leave us much of a choice. We should head back to the God King.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a look.
I think I found your rebels. They attacked me.
You did? Show him. Show God King their flesh.
Sure. Here.
Yes, yes. Strange flesh people speak truth. It's them. You honest. You loyal. God King will answer your questions.
So, you eat your own people?
To protect! To protect from Dark Beyond! God King has to. If not, he will lose power.
What do you protect your people from? Monsters?
From horror, from pain! But strange flesh people would not understand. Strange flesh people have not seen it.
Seen what? You're not making any sense.
Horrors! Unspeakable evil! Mist and fangs and darkness bred from Lost City. 14th day, it comes and takes scions, children, men, women, eats them, slaughters them. And only power can drive it back. And for power, God King needs flesh. Sad, sad cycle of pain.
Maybe he's talking about a spectral abomination, a kind of ghost. I've read about these in some writings on Shape of Ruins.
Wait, you... God King has favor to ask. Favor may sound strange, but God King asks strange flesh people to listen.
What?
God King wants flesh from outside world. If strange flesh people find goblin flesh in Dark Beyond and outside world, can they bring it to God King? God King sad for eating own scions. God King needs other way to keep power.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
Thank you. Strange flesh people, good people. God King wishes they don't die.
Do you live down here?
Down here, God King does not understand. There is only here. Here and the Dark Beyond.
Tell me more about that power. What is it?
Magic! Old magic. Learned from great-great-great-grandfather. Old God King. But to use, God King needs flesh. Fresh flesh of Scion on 13th day.
He might be talking about a primitive form of necromancy.
And it requires him to eat his people to use it.
Who knows? We all know how fond these priests of Nor are of their shady rituals.
I think we'll be off now. Farewell.
Who is this? My strange flesh friends! Did they bring more meat? Ah, yes, they did! Good flesh, but not best. We'll feed power, but not for long. God King thanks. Here, take! Found in tunnels, but God King don't need. Now go! Find more meat for God King, more meat for power! God King will give treasure.
You got it.
Like?
How is that possible?
Good question. I suggest we take a closer look at it later in the Nexus. Now come. I'd like to get this pointless butchering over with as soon as possible.
Focus area. Focus.
Interesting.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Let's see.
Let me see. I'll take a look.
You'll regret this. Let's see.
Let me see.
Intriguing. Sure.
Here we go.
All right, why not?
Got it.
Fine.
More fighting. Does this never end?
Understood.
That's the way?
Will do.
I'll keep you shielded.
Huh?
You asked for this.
Danger up ahead.
Would you look at that? It worked.
I was half expecting the city to blow up in our faces.
Now, wait. Do you hear that?
Niehaus hammer.
Fine. Is this really necessary?
Not now.
Yes?
You asked for this.
I'll keep you shielded.
Tiara's breath. What in the blazes was that?
A steel guardian, it must have been. They are one of the many creatures the Shapers created to keep their cities safe.
Yeah, a giant walking armor with a bloody spiked club sure helped to ease their citizens' minds.
Well, it's dead now, and the path is clear. Let's find out what's behind that door.
Huh. Intriguing.
Nexus or not, there's definitely an impressive energy radiating from behind that door. Kind of unsettling, to be honest. So, Tahar, do you want to go in?
Yes, just stay wary. We have no idea what to expect.
The stone doors fall shut behind you as you step through the overgrown arch, and you are met by an almost eerie silence. Yet you immediately feel a presence.
Incredible. So, this is the Nexus?
The upper levels. We'll need to go further down to find the heart. Come. Something you need?
You got it.
This way, right?
Sounds like a plan. All
Tiara's
right,
breath.
here goes
We're in
nothing.
for a fight.
Focus area. Focus.
Don't move!
Got it.
Sure. blasted armor.
Blazes, that thing is huge. You'll regret this.
Huh. Interesting.
Get ready.
Don't let down your guard.
You asked for this.
Whatever's necessary.
Don't move! Is this really necessary?
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled.
Well, blow me down with a feather. And here I thought this couldn't get any more impressive.
Then I'm guessing we got lucky? This is the Nexus?
Yes. We've found Mullendeer's heart. So, as I said already to Har, if we're to find out anything about the Bloodburn in this city, it'll be here. Do you see that massive pillar in the center? That's where the Shapers drew their energy from. They used it to communicate, to store knowledge, to power the mechanisms in their city, and to build some of their most magnificent creations.
What did they create? Just creatures?
Well, obviously just a few very select items, such as, I suppose, the runes we found. Only the most skilled of their craftsmen were allowed to work on that altar you see over there. Being Zaklar, a runesmith, was one of the most respected positions in Shaper society, and only those of the priest caste were even considered. I'm guessing that whatever miracle allowed them to create these ghost watchers outside was also manufactured here.
Huh. And where exactly does that energy they channel in here come from? What is it?
Well, that's one of the great Shaper mysteries. There's many theories and few facts. But the most likely one is that it draws from some kind of world essence, the same we mages use to cast magic.
If something like that exists, why have I never heard about it before?
As I said, it's just one of many theories. I might be completely mistaken.
So this is also some kind of archive?
Well, not in the traditional sense. I doubt you'll find a lot of books here.
Did you just say they used this place to communicate?
Yes. Apparently, some Shapers were able to communicate with each other by thought alone.
I've heard about that. But what does this Nexus have to do with it?
Well, their telepathy wasn't an innate skill. It was something the higher castes learned through somehow joining their minds to that pillar. They were connected.
And you're sure that wasn't just a rumor? A lot of the scholars idealize the Shapers.
That might be true, but their telepathy is mentioned in many of the stone tablets, not just from the Shapers themselves, but also from the few races who dared to defy them. They almost described them as demigods.
Well, that does sound useful.
And a little bit scary.
Nihav's hammer. Do you feel that?
Energy. Seems there's still some left.
Yeah. And what's that? Looks like some kind of anvil?
Could that be where the Shapers forged their creations?
Very likely so, yes. Wait. How about a little experiment? That strange rune Lacane gave you. Could I, borrow it for a moment?
What for?
As I said, a little experiment. These shards we found on the ghosts outside. I think I might be able to combine them with our rune.
All right. Go ahead.
Thank you. Well, that's interesting.
What?
The runes. They look alike.
So, Lacane gave us a Shaper rune?
Might be, yeah.
He seemed to think it was a gift from Aeonir.
Interesting. Well, I personally don't believe in Aeonir handing out gifts to his followers, but as you can tell by the Godstones all over the city, he played a role in the Shaper's faith too. So, technically, it could be both a Shaper rune and a gift from the Allfather.
And you're still sure you want to do this?
I am. It may take a while, so I suggest you take a look around in the meantime.
What's that?
Looks like a map of Fiara. A very old one.
Can that help us somehow?
I think so, yes. You see those markings? Glyphs. They look like someone carved them into the stone.
Can you make out what they say?
I've been trying, but...
Yes. Yes, that's it. Over here, quickly!
Is Grim?
Ah, there you are. I was right. It worked. Look.
I don't see anything.
Just take a look. Here, Tar.
What the heck just happened? What did you do?
I don't know. The rune. It must have reacted to you somehow, Tahar.
Yes, but why? What did you do to it?
I joined it with the shards we found on the Ghost Watchers. I'm guessing that caused some kind of magical reaction when you, as the rune owner, touched it.
So we're bound to the city now.
No, of course not. But I think the rune got stronger. Still, I'll have to do more research on this. I can't help but feeling that these runes are an ocean and we've merely touched the surface.
Let's just hope there isn't a monster on the bottom.
Anyway, what now? We still haven't learned anything new about the Bloodburn or the song.
That's right, we haven't. But while I was working on the rune, a thought occurred to me. Remember how I told you that some of the higher caste shapers were able to communicate by thought alone, by telepathy? Frankly, I believe that's exactly what the song is. Telepathy.
You mean we're hearing the thoughts of a shaper?
The shapers are extinct, so no. But it might be someone else using shaper magic or sort of mental echo. The memories of the dead.
Be that as it may, how does that get us any closer to finding a cure for the Bloodburn?
Because it tells us what has to be done next. Reactivate the Nexus.
Why?
Because it might allow us to do the same thing that the Shapers did. Join our minds to that pillar. We could connect to the collective subconscious of an extinct race, which then again could help us understand the song and its origin.
That sounds intriguing. How do we reactivate it, though?
Good question. But I believe those two pedestals have something to do with it. I'm pretty sure they're what used to be conjuring the energy of this place.
And they're empty. So we need to find whatever was in there, don't we? A power source.
Yeah. The only question is how.
I think I have an idea. Let's get back to that map. I think Iskrim should take a look at it. Here we go. What do you make of this, Iskrim?
A map of old Fiara. By Nehalf, this is incredible.
Yes, but I was talking about those markings. They look as though they were added manually, don't they? I've started translating them already, but I'm stuck. Can you take a shot?
Let me see. Saganar Zavuladun. Stones of... Wait. You're right. The stones of the essence and their location.
Stones of the Essence? So they are the power sources we're looking for.
They must be, yes.
But why would someone hide the stones and then mark their location?
Who says someone hid them? Maybe they were just brought somewhere else. It's common knowledge that the last years of the Shapers were chaotic, and they might have had a good reason to abandon this nexus.
Then maybe it's not a good idea to bring them back, don't you think?
Well, the thing is, without the stones, we're stuck. We need this place up and running to understand the song. Even if my theory about it being telepathy is wrong, without power, we can't access the archive neither.
Then we need to find them.
Absolutely. And I suggest we start right away with...
Hold your horses, we're not getting these stones anytime soon.
Why?
Because if that map is anywhere near accurate, one of those stones is located in what's now Aeonir's Blade. No point going in there without an army.
The Iron Falcons. Right.
Iron Falcons?
You don't know. The Iron Falcons are an order that is protecting the tomb of Foil Dark. They're fighting the world's end, so to speak. What about the other marking, Iria? Maybe...
That one's even worse. This land where the marking points to doesn't even exist anymore. It's right in the Black Sea.
Damn it, you're right. But, that doesn't necessarily mean that this island doesn't exist anymore, does it? Maybe the cartographers of our era simply haven't discovered it yet. We could build a ship, right? Sail there and find out.
Yeah, maybe. But again, for that we need support. Someone who can provide us with influence, money, and at least some troops against whatever we'll face there. Not to mention the fact, Tahar, that your former general has probably already sent his dogs on us.
Ideas?
What about that village mayor, Clara Farland? Didn't she tell us something about certain friends she has?
True. And there was a shapeshifter.
Yeah, though I still don't think this is a good idea. How about the Moorhair elves? You told me they're investigating the Bloodburn too, didn't you?
All right, it might be worth a try.
In the shadow of the eponymous mountain lies the wasteland referred to as the Foot of Barga Gor. It is home to the Orcish tribe called the Firewielders, as well as to many unforgiving beasts, from the undead to demons. While most travelers stay away from Barga Gor for this very reason, the Firewielders cherish their homeland's perils.
All right, here we are. The Foot of Barga Gor.
And you still think this is a good idea?
I don't think we have a choice. We need all the allies we can find.
Yes?
This way, right?
If it isn't the dreaded Corporal, I was just about to go on my own.
Well, you're in luck. It turns out we do need an ally. Troops, to be precise.
I had a feeling. And yes, I can help you, provided you help me first.
That was the deal. What do you want?
Your help in preventing a war.
Preventing? I don't mean to be rude, but aren't your kind usually the ones who start them?
That's what most people think. Let me explain. The leader of our tribe is planning to reignite an old war. The War of the Six Races. In other words, he wants to send this world back into chaos. It's stupid and dangerous. But many of my brethren fail to see that. Krell tells them that our tribe has become weak, and that by invading the Nortander and the Elven Empire, we will teach the world to live in fear of us again, as it should be. What they don't see is that no one would benefit from this war. The fire wielders would be wiped out. That's as sure as the sunrise. And both the humans and the elves would suffer greatly from this. Krell tells them that we'd be honoring the struggle. But we wouldn't. It's the act of a fool.
I see. And what do you intend to do?
Stop him. Orc culture is based on two pillars, strength and wisdom. And I will show him the power of the second one. By allying with a human and defeating Krell, the fire wielders will see that even an unlikely alliance can result in strength.
So you want to fight him?
Challenge him. But since he's a coward, I doubt he'll accept. Which is what you're here for. There's a second plan if the first one fails.
Agreed. When are you planning to challenge him?
Now. He has agreed to meet me. And I was just about to leave. Ah, one more thing. What's your name?
Tahar.
Good. Then let us be off, Tahar. Krell will meet us northeast from here. Zalraka. Watch out. Undead.
More fighting.
Undead.
Does this never end?
Focus, Arya. Focus.
As stupid as their whole damn tribe.
Gore, what's the meaning of this? Who are these pale skins?
My allies. I'm here to challenge you to a duel, Krell. I will be the new High Chieftain of the Fire Wielders.
I hope this is a joke.
No. You are a danger to our race, and I won't stand by while you drag us into chaos. Once again, I challenge you to a duel, here and now.
Kill them, and feed their corpses to the undead.
Is this really necessary?
Just as I expected. Bloody coward. Time for our second plan.
Which is?
We'll storm his cow.
What's a cow?
His homestead, his camp. If he doesn't want to face me like a child of Zarak would, we'll force him to.
Is this really the only way? Can't you, I don't know, talk to him?
About what? His delusion? Believe me, I've tried that for months.
But we can't take on an entire army by ourselves.
I know that, Tahar. But luckily I'm not the only fire wielder with sense left in him. There's a camp of my brethren nearby who've been sympathizing with my cause, and who promise me their support if push comes to shove. Follow me. I'll take a look. Who are you? Where's Zargo?
In a better place. You're here to rally against him, aren't you? Good thing I told him that would happen.
Get out of my sight.
Why? 'Cause you think these orcs support your cause? They don't. They only pretend to because Zargo told them to. And seeing who you choose to surround yourself with makes me understand why. Paleskins here at the foot of Barga Gore? Honestly, Gore, how low can you go?
These paleskins will do what all of you are too scared to do. Put an end to the orc who will kill us all, if we don't stop him.
And to all of us, this isn't strength, Gore, this is treason.
Shut your mouth, Tuck. Gore has done more for our tribe than any of you.
Really? Can't you see he's using you? He doesn't give a damn about the fate of the Fire Wielders. All he wants is Krell's Kyle for himself. But, as I said, it's not too late to turn back. Think about it. All you'll do is throw away your life for a traitor. Krell will restore our race to its former glory with...
I'm done with talking. Face me, or are you as much of a coward as your leader?
Balrak, you piece of shit!
Just die already.
Kill him, Gore! Tear his bloody guts out.
Take him down! Kill the traitor! Just die already! Kill the traitor!
Kill him, Gore! Tear his bloody guts out.
Take him down!
Scum!
It's decided.
Kill him! Kill that traitor!
For Gore! For the Fire Welders!
Yes?
No! No.
Bloody fools.
You attacked him.
If I hadn't, he would have drawn more on his side.
How can you know that?
I just do. And this piece of shit killed Zargo. He didn't deserve any better.
Sorry, but this is nonsense. We've been here for not even an hour, and all you've done so far is slaughter each other.
Are you done?
Yeah, I am.
And what now?
Well, we have what we want. A base of operations. Now this is where you come in. If you remember, I saw what you did in Farlan's Hope. Leading those rosy-cheeked farm boys against the Ash Reavers and winning. That was impressive. Which is why I want your advice. I'm a shaman, not a tactician.
But will your brothers even follow me?
No, but me, and I'll follow your advice. Also, they saw how you can fight. They know you're not a coward.
Fair enough. What's the plan?
Simple. Kill Krell. In theory, we could attack right now, but he'll know we're coming. So we need to think tactics.
I'm all ears.
We need to win the other clans. The Ka, the Nook, and the Kayran. Each of them have their own specialty, which we can use against Krell.
I see. The Kayran, who are they?
Outsiders, who mostly like to keep to themselves. They are extremely religious and devoted to Zarok. If the lands were less harsh on lone wolves, they would have probably formed their own tribe long ago. However, they are the best hunters the orcs have to offer. They use javelins to attack from a distance.
That could come in handy. Who are the Nook?
The ones I'm most worried about. They are the most vicious and brutal fighters of our tribe, with an almost eerie tolerance for pain. Who, as you can guess, are all for Krell's madness. But I have a friend within their ranks. If we can find him, he might help us win them over.
The clans? I thought you were all fire wielders.
We are, but unlike in your kind, a fire wielder isn't just a fire wielder. Every tribe has dozens of clans, different weapons, traditions, sometimes even different languages.
What about the Car?
They are probably the most civil of the clans, which is why I think they'll be more easily convinced to follow us. Their fighting style is the most balanced. Air fighters form the core of every ambush.
Understood. So how do we win them over?
There are two ways. Every clan has a champion, just as this one had Zargo. If we beat the champion, they will probably submit to our lead. Some of the clans are loyal to Krell, and will have heard of my treason by now. So they'll probably attack us on sight. In other words, blood will be spilled. Others, such as the Kayran, may listen to reason.
So there's another way other than defeating their champion?
As I said, there may be. We'll need to find out. And Krell won't stand by and watch. It'll be a while, but he'll strike soon enough. We have to be prepared. Finally, before you came, there's been talk of a strange human walking Barger Gore. He had an impressive aura. I don't know if it's worth the time, but you might want to look for him while our clan prepares for battle.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Too much standing around.
Our workers are under attack.
What's next?
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Building completed. Our capital is under attack.
Rusty, our cow. Somebody get me new ones.
We're under attack!
Let's see.
Building completed.
Weather. Chop, chop, brothers. Let's get this over with.
Our workers are under attack.
Yes.
Yes.
Focus area. Focus.
Fair enough.
So, what's the plan?
Huh? We're under attack!
You'll regret this.
You asked for this.
Let's see.
What do we need? Mm-hmm. Expansion is the key to victory.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
At your command.
You read my mind.
We're under attack!
They will fall.
Building completed.
What's next? You read my mind.
It's over. We beat you, champion.
Post has been built. Our borders have expanded.
Uh-huh. Chieftain?
Yes. Whatever's necessary. You read my mind.
Just give the word.
Huh?
If you insist.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
Would you look at that? Expansion is the key to victory.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
Corporal? Sure.
Building completed. Building completed.
Yes?
Expansion is the key to victory.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
Yes?
Building completed. Building completed.
Yes, a good idea.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded. Building completed. Building completed.
We should get moving.
I'll take a look.
Building completed.
Expansion is the key to victory.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
We should.
So, what's the plan?
We're under attack!
Uh-huh. Here we go.
Danger up ahead.
You read my mind.
Let's burn them.
This will be a masterpiece.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded. Building completed.
Yes?
Building completed. Huh?
All right, why not?
Fair enough. Let's make this quick.
Good news. We finished researching a new technology.
Right here.
Good news. We finished researching a new technology.
Wow, rock. These names are rusty. Somebody get me new ones. Let's see. Chop, chop, brothers. Let's get this over with.
Good news. We finished researching a new technology. We're under attack!
All right.
Fine. Whatever's necessary.
Get ready.
I'll keep you shielded.
For the fire wielders!
Danger up ahead.
Good news. We finished researching a new technology.
All right, here goes nothing. I'll take a look.
finished researching a new technology.
Let's burn them.
Here we go. Get ready.
Whatever's necessary. You grab my mom.
Sure.
It's done. His Cal is destroyed.
But where's Krell?
Hiding, I guess. Just as...
Enough.
Elder Zilrak, where is Krell?
In the pit. There shall be no more bloodshed. He will now face you as he should have from the start.
Will he? So far all he's done is run.
Well, he can't anymore. This is Zarek's will, and he knows it. Follow me.
Fine. Lead the way.
Are you sure this isn't a trap?
I am. Zilrak is the eldest priest of the Fire Wielders. He's been opposing Krell from the start.
Understood.
This way, right?
You got it.
It is time, Krell. There will be no more bloodshed among our own, but a duel. As it should have taken place hours ago if you hadn't run.
This is ridiculous! He allied himself with the Paleskins!
There can be no wisdom without strength, and no strength without wisdom. You know the traditions.
Fuck the traditions! Zarek's fangs. I'm Krell. I'm your High Chieftain, and this piece of filth is a traitor! You hear me? A traitor!
You're the traitor, Krell. You never cared for the fate of our people. This was about you and your pride from the start. Now, unless you're the coward I think you are, face me.
Coward? Me? Weren't you the one who left your blood sister in that cave to rot?
Careful.
Why? Don't you want your pale-skinned friends to know? I wonder why.
All right. Enough of the talking. Face me.
It has begun. Don't intervene.
Bloody traitor! You won't get away with this! Ah! Balrak, I'll crush you!
And it's done. Gore, by Zarek's blood, by his fire, and by his will, I hereby proclaim you the new High Chieftain of the Fire Wielders.
Thank you. I know many of you have lost kin today. It was a battle that could have been avoided. But it was necessary. And as the struggle tells, we will come forth as a stronger people. I did this for you. Thank you, Tahar. You made this possible.
You don't have to thank me. You prevented a war.
Yes, I know. One more question, though. What do you fight for? I know it has something to do with the Shapers, since you opened the gate to their city. But why? What for?
We're trying to stop the Bloodburn. We've made camp in the lost city of Mullandir, and it seems that we need 2 Shaper relics to continue our search. But without troops, we can't get them. One of them is in the middle of the Black Sea, the other one in Aeonir's Blade.
Interesting. All right. As promised, you will have our help. I'll choose some of our best warriors and craftsmen, and we'll join you in Mullandir. I will be there too. I want to know who I'm fighting with. Until then, Tahar. And may your blood never boil.
All right, give me a second.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded. Building completed.
What do we need?
All right, give me a second. All right, give me a second. All right, give me a second.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded. Building completed.
What do you want?
This will be a masterpiece.
Building completed. Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded. Building completed. Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
Focus area. Focus.
Interesting.
This'll be a masterpiece.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
More of them. This place is a bloody graveyard. Ah!
Expansion is the key to victory.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
They will fall.
Don't move!
Sure.
That way?
Let's burn them.
All right, give me a second.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
Don't worry, dearie. We'll fix you up in no time. That brute doesn't know how lucky he is to have you.
Who are you talking to?
What? I'm talking to the hammer, of course. The weapons deserve my attention much more than most orcs, let alone some pale-skinned vagabonds. Now, go away, will you? I need to get back to my magnum opus.
Magnum opus?
Oh, yes! I shall call it Zarak's Fang. Once completed, it will be the deadliest weapon ever created. The only problem is that I'm still missing one ingredient. Actually, why not? Look, you seem marginally smarter than most sword-wielding idiots I deal with. What do you say? Do you want to be part of blacksmithing history and help me complete the blade? It's not like you have more important things to do.
I don't.
You will? Wonderful! What I need is a bone Nora's horn. Admittedly, it is a ferocious beast, and there's a good chance the Nora will slowly tear you to pieces if you try to fight it. But then again, isn't that an acceptable risk when history is on the line? So, what do you say?
Fine, I'll...
Wonderful! Oh, you've made the right choice. Future generations will sing songs of the brave nitwit who assisted Burgle the Magnificent in completing his greatest work of art. I shall await your return here, brave soldier. Ah, and by the way, you may call me Burgle.
Yeah, until then. Nah, that was one strange fellow.
I know. Most people call him Burgal the Smith. He's special.
I saw that. What's the matter with him?
Well, apparently he had a crazy mother who mixed all sorts of strange mushrooms into his stew. She thought it would make him gifted. It worked, but at a price. He seems to think he's some kind of noble craftsman and spends all day at his anvil, working on his axes. But he knows his craft, that's for sure. If we find that horn for him, it'll be worth the effort.
All right, why not?
All right, give me a second.
Expansion is the key to victory.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
Let me see.
Now, look at that! You're actually back, and you still have all of your limbs! Do you have the horn?
Take a look. Is that...
Let me see! Zarak's fangs, you're right! I don't know what to say! You really are the most exceptional out of all the cretins with swords I've ever met. Your bravery will now be immortalized. Historians shall call you Pale Skin the Great. Anyway, let me get to work. We shall talk about your reward when I'm done. Lo and behold, here it is, my magnum opus, Zarak's Fang, the greatest orc weapon ever created. Only the bravest of all warriors is worthy of wielding it, but, you're all that's available, aren't you? Damn it. All right, I have an idea. You will take me with you, and in return, I'll let you wield the Fang. I have to make sure that you treat it with respect.
Fine, why not? At least you know your craft. Just join me at the border to Iskander. I'll take you to our camp.
Of course I do. Now look, here it is, Zarak's Fang. Please treat it with respect, will you? I'll go on ahead now and wait for you.
You actually convinced him to work for you. I'm impressed. Plenty of high chieftains and elders have tried the same, and failed.
Is this really necessary?
You'll regret this.
Sounds like a plan.
Expansion is the key to victory.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
I'll take a look.
All right, give me a second.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
That way?
Interesting.
Few people know that there is a reason for Bargagor's lifelessness. As though covered by an...
Wait a moment.
What is it?
The strange human I've been telling you about. The one with the powerful aura. I think he is here, along with something else.
Something else?
Yes. Let's be careful.
go. Sure.
For the fire wielders!
You got it. Get ready.
Blasted armor.
Niehauf's hammer. These goblins were mutilated. What creature would do such a thing?
Well, Bargagor isn't the most hospitable place on Io. So the answer is... Mini.
Got it. Did you hear that?
Yes. And I'm not sure I like it.
Shit. What in blazes are you doing here? Get out! Shit! What did you do?
Save your life?
Oh, really? Well, thanks for nothing, sir, hero. I invoked that demon. The Devourer.
You? Why?
To share a shrub of fucking grapes with her. To fight her, damn it! What did you think?
You summoned a demon to fight it?
Well, for that magic you carry in you, you certainly know shit about demonology. You're not a scholar, I take it?
I was a battle mage. Royal Army.
Figures. To learn how to control a demon race, you first need to fight it. Tame it, as we say. And guess what? That's just what I was trying to do until you popped in and nullified the fucking ritual.
So, you just came to this cave in Barga Gore to battle a demon?
Why should I tell you?
We could use someone with your talents.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I'm not a mercenary. Now, if you'll excuse me...
So, Tahar, we're done here? Then let's get back to the task at hand.
Wait, Tahar? As in... Shit. You're his son? The betrayer's child?
I am.
Huh. That's unexpected. What in blazes are you doing here? I mean, shouldn't you be up in Greykeep with all your royal friends?
I should, but things happened. You want to hear the story?
Yeah, I think I do. The Bloodburn. Huh. Am I the only one who finds it fucking ironic that the leader of the Purity of Light is trying to save mankind? So far, all they did was torture and kill the living shit out of us.
It's ironic. I agree.
And suspicious if you ask me. But who am I to judge? You know, I've always been somewhat fascinated by your father.
Fascinated? He was a warmonger.
Well, yeah, his methods were questionable, but he was damn right about everything he said. He saw this whole shit show coming before anyone else did.
You mean the persecution of mages?
Yeah. There's never been a secret that the people fear what they don't know, is it? It was only a question of time until that fucking hatred would pop open like a blister full of pus. Your father, Isamo Tahar, saw that coming and tried to stop it from happening. He had the guts to do what other people were too afraid to do.
Well, his goal was right, but his methods were wrong.
Yeah, the war is never pretty. Anyway, your story is as intriguing as your father's, I'll give you that. And since I don't exactly have many obligations, I'll take you up on your offer. If it still stands.
Why the sudden change of mind?
I told you. I like the idea of working with Isamo Tahar's living heir. And also I'm curious about what there is to this Bloodburn.
Well then, welcome aboard.
Child's play. Corporal.
Will do.
Fine.
That way? Sounds like a plan. So, this'll be our base, won't it?
I guess so. Yes.
Nihalf's hammer. How about a tad more enthusiasm? We're in the ancient city of the Shapers. If anything, we should feel honored.
Well, let's just hope the city's defenses work better for us than they did for them.
Now would you... Made yourself comfortable?
Comfortable? Believe me, being comfortable is the last thing on my mind right now. Just look at this place. A Shaper city. Don't you feel it too? This sense of divinity?
I do. It's beautiful.
Indeed it is. Tahar, I'm not sure if you understand how much this means to me. The forgotten city of Mullendeer, the heritage of the Shapers. Since my childhood days, I've dreamed of this. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, thank you. You and the Harbinger have made this dream come true.
Well, all we did was save you from the orcs. You were the one who found the entrance.
You make it sound as if saving me from those greenskins was an easy feat. It wasn't. Anything else I can help you with? If not, I'd like to take another look at that rune LeCain gave us. It's at least as amazing as this place. Tahar, may I help you with something?
I found some materials. Could you use these to upgrade your armor?
Yeah, Tahar. Wait. What's that? Nihalf's hammer. This is amazing. No, more than that. This is phenomenal.
I don't follow. What's so special about this thing?
This thing, as you call it, is part of an artifact. One that the scholars have been writing about for centuries. It might be possible to reconstruct them, and that... I can't even begin to imagine what that would entail.
Goodbye.
What do you want?
Just checking how you're settling in.
I'm good. Thanks. Interesting place you found yourself here, I'll give you that.
How did you end up in Barga Gore?
It's a long story. Suffice to say, I've been on the road for quite some time now. And Barga Gore just happened to be my last spot before I ran into you. Let's talk about you instead. You gathered a ton of followers, one outcast after another. Tell me, Tahar, do you trust them?
Of course I do.
Huh. To be honest, I don't understand how you can do it. You have that look about you, and it's driving me nuts.
What do you mean by that?
I've observed you on the way back from Bargagor. The way you move, the way you talk. I get why other people follow your lead. I really do. You simply have some kind of strange charisma. It's not visible at first glance, but it's there. You give people hope. I guess that's what it boils down to. You attract outsiders, and you get them to march under your banner.
How is that a bad thing?
It's a bad thing because you're too careless. All these people, did it ever occur to you that they're outsiders for a reason? The treacherous orc, the renegade elf, the exiled dwarf? Still, you trust them. Even if you put your stern face on, I can see that you do. And it's why people follow you. But trust doesn't protect from betrayal. But let's stop this right here, okay? I'm sure you have things to do, and so do I.
Let's see. So, have we gotten past that I don't trust you thing? I want to know more about you.
Well, there isn't that much to know about me, Tahar. I'm a demonologist from Kalea, and I've been on the road for a couple of years now. That's it.
Wait, you're Kalean?
Yeah, and I know I don't have the accent, but that was a lot of training.
What made you come to Northander?
Long story, and I don't want to talk about it. Anything else, Tahar? If not, let me get back to my grimoire.
Never mind. I'll be going.
So, this is it, isn't it? Our base of operations?
So it seems.
An ancient shaper city on a quest to find a cure for the bloodburn. And we're working for the purity of light. Sounds crazy if you say it like that. Just some weeks ago, I thought I'd be in Greyfell now, trying to make a fresh start as an innkeep.
Innkeep? You?
Hey, don't laugh. What's wrong with some honest work after years of defiling on the road? Getting up early in the morning, setting the tables, serving mulled wine and stew to tired, weary souls. Just a simple, honest life.
Nobody's forcing you to stay here. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do. Anyway, talk later, shall we? I'm sure you've got battles to prepare.
So, this is it? Your fabled fortress?
You don't sound...
It'll do. All I need is a good forge. My ingenious mind will do the rest. Though these orcish smiths you've employed so far certainly don't deserve their title.
What do you mean?
Because they are amateurs, and that's putting it lightly. Just give me some coin for material and send them my way. Then I can teach them what a true orcish axe or armor should look like.
Zal Raka.
Gore, how are you and the Firewielders settling in?
All right, I guess. Nonetheless, Tahar, I have to say it. I don't like this place. Not at all.
Why not?
Well, I guess it's the people who once lived here. The Shapers. They were corrupted. And I can feel that corruption even now.
Corrupted?
Yeah. Their customs, their culture. They were completely detached from the order of nature.
Well, they're dead now.
Maybe. But I can still feel their presence.
In any case, with our new allies, we should be able to go look for the stones.